Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today we are going to be talking about how we need negative reviews and why we need them. So this is going to be more of a discussion type video because I've been thinking about doing some of these, and this is a good topic to start with, I think. And we are sitting down on my floor today because I want to sit down. And I don't know how long this is gonna be, so we're gonna be sitting so I can just chill with the books, you know, and let's just get going. So this video kind of stems from the release of Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. This came out in January, and this book was quite different than any other book before because this was the first book that a big booktuber published in our community, which ended up being a lot more of a big deal than we really expected. Lots of discussions have come from the publication of this book, and I will be clear by saying I have read this book and I gave it a 2.75 out of 5 stars, so I didn't really like it very much, and I thought it could have been a lot better. And a topic that I could bring up is I didn't make a review on it because so many people were getting basically hated on if they posted a negative review on this book, which is kind of where we're getting at with this discussion video right now. My video is going to be a sort of reaction to my good friend Julia's video. I'll link her down below, and also Caleb from Insane Readers video, which I will also link down below because those are really good videos on this subject. And I don't know if this is gonna be good because I didn't plan this at all. I just kind of want to give this a try and see if I was good at doing discussion type videos because I have been interested in it, and it's kind of more of a chill vibe over here. So let's get going. So a lot of negative reviews came out for this book. A lot of people hated this book. There was still a lot of people that did like this book too. And lots of controversies came from this. There was a huge amount of negative reviews or book talks or whatever that came out on YouTube through time, all discussing very valid points in my opinion on why they didn't like this book. I didn't see any videos from my personal experience that was just hating on the authors and acting like they were terrible people that did not deserve life, you know? I just saw videos purely on what aspects of the book they did not like and why they didn't like it. In my personal opinion, I believe those type of videos are really important because you get all different perspectives, and honestly, we need perspectives. We cannot all have the same opinion. If we only ever see one view of something, then what are we? I don't know. Like, I don't even know if that makes any sense. One huge, massive group of people is never always going to all agree on the same exact thing. And what makes it interesting is how we don't always agree. So with this book, there was certain people who came out and said that people needed to stop making these reviews, negative reviews, because how this popular booktuber wrote it, and we get the point. And I don't know if I made any sense there, but what they were kind of asking for is a special treatment for this booktuber. For one thing, when we don't like a book, we normally all talk about how we don't like a book. That's just what we do on BookTube. We talk about the books that we like and the books that we don't like. And normally, when a massive group of people do not like a book, it creates good discussions on what happened with the book and what went wrong and how it could be improved for the future. So some people are living by basically the statement, if you do not like a book, do not share that opinion. Which I cannot agree with. What's the point of having BookTube if we all always agree on something? We need to have discussions and have differing opinions to keep growing off of everything. And people shouldn't feel scared to post reviews on a book they didn't like because some people may feel like that's being rude. Though I will completely agree on the fact that people should not be hating on a book so hard that they wish the authors a bad life, like dying. Like, if you do that, that's not okay. Because we are talking about a book, a story, and not about the people who wrote it in the way of, I wish them ill will, you know? We should not do that. We're just talking about how we did not like the book. And that should be welcomed. We should be allowed to talk about these things. And I was again sparked to make this video because I was watching another one of Insane Readers' videos. I'll just call him Caleb because that's his name. You probably have already seen it, but it's him reacting to BookTube drama videos, and one of the videos he reacted to was basically saying that if you don't have anything nice to say about a book, then you should not talk about it at all. And I think this sort of thing stems from loving a book so much and then seeing someone else hate it and it just hurts you so much. Like, yes, we've all been there. You love a book so much and then people just hate it and you're like, ah! It hurts a little bit, but if we do not have differing opinions, then we are all the same person and we're robots. I really don't know if I'm making any sense, and I'm sorry if I'm not. I don't know if I'm adding to the conversation. I don't know. I just think it's important that we have these things. And we should be able to do this about any book that we read. No author should have special treatment from bad reviews, because every book gets a bad review. Every single book. And honestly, it helps people decide what they want to read. If I see a whole bunch of bad reviews for a book, I'm normally not wanting to read it. Help people save some money. And I know that may sound terrible, but honestly, I look for the good reviews. Negative reviews help people sort through books on which ones they think will not be their style, which ones they think will not be up their alley, which ones they think might offend them, things like that. I feel like it kind of goes with trigger warnings too, on the fact like letting people know that these things are here, and if that may negatively impact you, then stay away. I feel like all sort of reviews are helpful in some way. Like when you're looking at a restaurant review, helps you figure out if you're gonna be getting some good food for your money's worth. We just need to have that. And if you don't like something, you should be allowed to say it without fear of being hated on by a bunch of people. And my channel normally does not have a lot of book talks and book reviews because I feel like I'm bad at them. And whenever I do post one of those, I normally do books that I really enjoy, because personally that's just what I enjoyed making a book talk about. If I really enjoyed something, I like to talk about all the little details that I really enjoyed. And I am personally not someone who has read a book that I truly hated. I may have disliked a book or thought it was boring or just not up my alley, but nothing has really gotten to that point where I'm just straight up offended by it and I don't want to look at it because ew, ew, ew. I really feel like this video sucks and I'm getting nowhere important, or I'm not like saying what I'm actually trying to say, but I hope you guys get something out of this. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I probably should have like written down some notes of what I'm trying to get at. I apologize if this video is really all over the place. Like I said, I didn't plan anything like I probably should have, because I normally don't plan my videos. I kind of just spit some stuff, you know? I just think it's important that people feel like they can review something the way that they want to, and not feel pressured to give something a good review. I have been having an issue with Sarah J. Maas. She's one of my favorite authors, and I'm currently reading A Court of Frost and Starlight. I've been reading it for 2 weeks, and I've been on page 68, and I feel like I'm slumping real hard right now. This book is just not giving me the feelings. This is one of my favorite authors. It's hard to not be liking one of her books, but it's just what's happening. And I shouldn't be attacked if I'm not enjoying this book as much as some of her other ones. I wish I was, but I'm not, and I'm sad, and I wish I liked it. I keep trying to tell myself, like, oh, come on, Peyton, like, you love these characters. You have to be loving this. How do you not love this? But I feel like never wanting to pick it up and been reading it for 2 weeks when it's this small, that says something. I'm obviously bored by this book. And why am I forcing myself to read it? It's because I want to read the next trilogy. It said you can't read the next trilogy until you read this book, but I don't know if that's true anymore. I feel like I'm just blabbing at this point, so I guess I should end this video, because what am I saying anymore, and am I being helpful at all? I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to go and leave your opinions down below, your thoughts on this whole discussion, and go watch the videos that are way better done than this one. Like this video, comment down below, have a good day, please subscribe, make sure to follow all my social medias, which are linked down below, and go click the bell button, which is right by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.